I have been ghosted. My name is Dana and I own a platform called Better Topics, where we regularly help hundreds of couples experience more love, joy, and connection and still have a lot of fun. Before we get into today's topic, I just want to remind you about this amazing card game for couples that we've created together with my husband, Robert. It is called Better Topics Card Game for Couples, and it is aimed for couples that want to grow their relationship but don't really know where to start. It has a lot of questions, from very easy and fun ones to a bit more difficult and deeper ones, and because of its many game-like elements, the game, it is still a lot of fun. Also, the best thing is you can customize it to your own relationship, and the winner gets to choose their own reward out of our reward deck. If you want to find out more about this game, make sure to check out the link in the description box below. And now let's get into today's topic, which is ghosting. I honestly didn't even know that this thing had a name until recently. Thank God for social media for being able to keep up with all the new words that people come up with. So ghosting essentially is when you're seeing someone, you're talking to someone, or maybe you've even went on a date or couple of dates with someone, and suddenly they just don't reply to you anymore, they don't call you anymore. It's like you wouldn't exist anymore. It's like they've been a ghost, or you're a ghost and they cannot reach you anymore. Or yeah, I don't want to sound too old because I'm not, but back in the day when I was dating, which wasn't as long ago anyway, we would just call that ignored rather than ghosted. I don't know why people feel the need to come up with all these new words just to make it seem like they invented it. No, trust me, this ignoring slash ghosting thing existed for many years. And my generation hasn't invented it, not the previous one, or the previous one. Someone invented it at some point, but it was way long ago. And what I want to say about ghosting is that although sometimes it's painful, it is okay if you're ghosted. You'll live through it. You don't have to make such a big case out of it. Why people ghost you? Essentially because they are rude, because they don't really know how to tell you that you're either too much for them, you're not what they're looking for, they are interested in something else. Or maybe they have told you in a certain way, but you haven't paid enough attention. That is possible as well. Now, I'm not saying that if you're ghosted, it is your fault. Actually, it's their fault if they ghost you. Well, first of all, because they are the ones doing it. And second of all, they are the ones that don't like something about you. Either the way you are, either the way you speak, either where you dress or anything. And that is okay. I want to tell you that if you're ghosted, it's fine. Because if you're ghosted, it means that person didn't like you specifically, and that's okay. It just means you need to move on and find another person who hopefully won't ghost you, especially if they like you. Because that's what happens. If someone truly likes you, they will not ghost you. If they are going through a rough period, they might say, listen, I really like you, but right now, I need to deal with some stuff. Once I clear my head, I'll get back to you. Or something along those lines. However, if someone truly likes you the way you are, with everything that comes with, they will never ghost you, because they will always want to be in your life and they will always want to keep you close. Therefore, if someone ghosts you, just, thank them and move on, because basically they are helping you not lose a lot of time in finding out that actually they are not the right person for you. Even if you might have liked them in the first, few conversations or dates you might have had with them. Now, I'm not going to go into statistics just to make my point valid as to how many people get ghosted every day, because frankly, there is no real statistic that can measure that. But trust me when I tell you, I've been ghosted many times. And then later on, maybe even years later, when I got to meet again those people, or talk to them again, I've realized that those people were actually not the right ones for me anyway. So at the end of the day, they've done me a service, even if in that moment when I've been ghosted, well, it didn't feel too nice. And I get it, because it's not nice to be rejected. But at least, I understand, it would be great if those types of people that, tend to ghost others wouldn't really waste our time with that, but it does happen sometimes, because even those people need to go out with you on a date or two to assess whether they like you enough or not. And if they ghost you, it means they just didn't like you, unless they're dead, which it might happen. It never happened to me. I heard other people going through this, but if they died and that's the reason why they ghosted me, Well, there must be a lot of that around me. But leaving the joke aside, it is painful when you go through it at first, but it's like with interviews. The first one is very nerve-wracking, and then the second one is a bit better, and then the third one is a bit better, and by the fourth one you're all relaxed and happy. That's pretty much with ghosting as well. I'm not wishing you to go out with a lot of people who can potentially ghost you, but you know, it just gets easier with time, especially if you don't take it too personal too quick. I mean, at the end of the day, we cannot expect everyone to like us the way, you know, our friends like us, or family, or the way our perfect partner will like us. And in order to find the perfect partner for you, you might need to go out with few people, because this way you also get to assess what is it that you like in a partner and what is it that you don't like. Now, if you know how it is to be ghosted and how bad that feels, and you know, all that wondering why, try not to do the same to others, because karma, yes, does exist and it does bite back. If you go out with someone and you really don't like them, just be honest and say, no, I don't think we match. I don't think you're the person that is really perfect for me. And that's it, and let them go. But don't ghost them, because if you've been ghosted, you know how bad that feels. And it's no point for you to get revenge at someone else for something that someone else done to you. Just saying. Therefore, if you've been ghosted, you're not the only one. Every one of us have gone through it at some point. It's just that some of us care less about it than others. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and of course share it with your friends.